各位观众，大家好，欢迎收看这一集的邓鸿说新闻。不过说这个集有独特的意思，因为我们这次是做一个直播在礼拜六、礼拜天这2天北美会计师公会举办的每一年的年会。这个协会在29年以前成立，已经快有30年的历史。在过程之中，他们是非常在请了都有非常高品质的专家，在南加州甚至全美国都是非常有影响力的。在过去30年他们每一年都会请一些税务专家、律师来讲对我们华人新移民报税还有相加这个新的法规有非常这个多的资讯。所以我想利用这个我们的平台给大家提供除了我说新闻的还有说法律之外，还有更多的这个税务相关系的活动。所以今天的话，我会选一些比较重要的一些题目给大家直接转播欢迎大家收看首先我们看一下子他们现在这个已经准备要开始了。介绍这个加州政府给小型商家 small business 会提供哪些援助。同样的在被邀请的我不知道今天会不会来到的就是国会议员赵美心，因为赵美心代表了27选区国会议员，他包括 Orchard Park、Alhambra 还有这个很多华人密集地方，他也是将推动华人这个移民改革的重要一员了。好了，我们现在节目。
Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sino-American Certified Public Accountant Association 2021 Spring Tax Webinar for the Chinese-speaking community. So we've been around since 1993. We've been servicing the community for 29 years. Today's event is hosted by SACPAA and the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and also the largest Chinese publication, World Journal. So welcome everyone. My name is Angel. I am the board of directors, and I will introduce everybody in Chinese. 各位观众朋友们，大家好。欢迎大家来到北美华人会计师协会的新春税务生活线上大讲座。2021扭转乾坤 松鼠、银牛。今天的主办单位呢是我们的北美华人会计师协会、我们的国税局 IRS 以及协办单位世界日报。我是裴映琪 Angel Pale， 我也是理事。那今天呢时间紧凑，我们就请我们的会长来为我们致辞。Eric 张青，谢谢。
大家好啊，谢谢这个 Angel 啊，今天非常高兴啊，大家能够参加这个 event 啊，那这个是我作为新任会长啊，我们第一次举行这么一个大的一个活动啊，那我们的题目是就是说松鼠啊迎牛啊，希望这个牛年大家都牛气冲天啊，然后扭转乾坤啊，希望在这个新春里边我们给大家送上一些税务生活方面的一个大讲座啊。那因为今天呢在现场呢有一些贵宾呢可能只是讲英文啊，所以我们可能刚刚开始的时候会有一些 bilingual 的这个中文和英文大家可能会双语来给大家介绍啊。So welcome everyone today. Join us for this Sino-American CPA Association and RS cooperate. You know, we work on this big seminar today. We have some important guests today. So first, let me introduce the first VIP guest. I will surely be the his background on the site right now. So it's Mr. Paul Pelosi Jr. He's the son of Speaker Nancy Pelosi. So Mr. Pelosi actually focused on pretty much for the environmental protection, green technology, clean energy. So he's a commissioner in the San Francisco Environmental Commission. So for the Paul, he actually focused on those investment, new company startup, and the real estate related. So related to the clean energy and the green tech. So Mr. Paul Pelosi Jr., he graduated from Georgetown University with his bachelor degree in history with honor, and also the GD and the MBA degree. So we are so honored today, Mr. Paul Pelosi Jr. Present live with us. So we'll be turned to our screen to Mr. Paul Pelosi Jr. Let him to say some word to our association and the Chinese community. So Paul, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm in San Francisco, and I'm very happy to be part of this meeting. Congratulations on your accomplishments, on working together, on your new president. It's so exciting to see everybody working well together. I'm going to congratulate you for your hard work. It's very important. Accounting and working with people to secure a financial future and predictability is very important. And so I much appreciate that. When we look to the United States and China, we look towards cooperation, we look towards hard work, and we look towards strong accounting principles so that the best entrepreneurs and the best young companies can receive the best attention and highlight. So I really appreciate what the organization has done with regard to bringing everybody together in the United States and China, around the world, North America and Asia. I think it's going to be very important. I think that we want to congratulate again the president for bringing everybody together. On this call, we'll have far more than 400, 500, 600 people. The organization is growing on a regular basis. The clients are over 350,000. So I wanted to pass on my regards, my family's regards for what you've been able to accomplish. In San Francisco, we have a very strong Asian community. and myself, I work with the San Francisco Shanghai Sister City Committee, where I'm a board member, where we work on bringing China and Shanghai, China and the United States together. Areas of cooperation, culture, history. And we've had a strong history for over 50 years. I've worked on environmental projects in the China, United States with regard to water, fertilization. As you know, water, fertilization, the environment is very important. And this is a value that's shared by the Chinese, by the Asians and the Americans. So China, US, working together for the environment. And what's important for the accounting and for the organization is to give the entrepreneurs the best chance, the young minds, the young people, and the old people, the young people to form new companies consistently, to contribute to a better environment and a more cooperative environment. And at the same time, for the older people who are retiring to have investment portfolios and consistency. So many people in China have raised a lot of money in their life, but how will they handle that? How will they manage that money? So family planning, investment becomes very important. So for the young entrepreneurs and for the older people retiring, accounting is very critical. And when you're in the United States or China, you're going back and forth. And the most important thing is consistency, hard work, and cooperation to make sure that all the rules are complied with and that it's the optimal situation for your clients and for yourselves. And it's great that you've decided to be part of this organization. We've been very impressed about that organization's reach. And they've worked on some clients of mine where they've really turned things around, bringing people from Hong Kong, Taiwan, mainland China, all of China in with the United States. And so I've been very impressed with the organization, with the people. Congratulations to the new president. And congratulations to all of you for working so hard to bring young people and old people to their best accounting and their best financial future. I think that we have new opportunity in the new year. I'm excited to watch the organization grow, and I look forward to working with you guys as we work with the best companies, the best people, and we bring these countries together, and we bring these companies and these people together in a cooperative way. My preference is for the environment. Young, smart people, old people investing to do the best thing for the environment. I think this is an area where China and the U.S. have a great deal of cooperation and agreement. And going forward, we're going to want improved immigration between the two countries, improved financial relationship between the two countries. And it's our job, and each and every one of us, to cooperate by building friendships and make that happen. And I've spent, I go to China quite a bit. And obviously you guys have made a commitment to both countries. And so I think it's important that you meet with people, develop those friendships, and then apply your strong accounting principles so that the young people and the old people alike can start companies and invest in companies and have a good financial future through cooperation and working together. And so again, I want to congratulate you, my family, my mom, everybody's very excited about the future of 2021. And I want to again just look forward to working with each of you as we think about ways to work together in the environment and for the young people and for the old people alike. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for introducing me. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I want to thank all the panelists and all the organization for bringing everybody together. We have a wonderful show over the next couple days. We've got a very diverse group of people that have come together. And I think there's a lot to learn. And I think if we really dig in for the next couple days, you're going to see there's a lot of value add to this conference to show how we can grow our business and how we can work together over the next 2 days and for the rest of the year. And we can look back next year at this time and be very happy with the progress that we've made.
Okay, thank you so much, Paul. It's a great speech. And Paul is a good friend of mine. So hopefully I will be our association and the Chinese communities working with you and your family. And, we want to build up a bridge between the Pacific Ocean, the East and West. Hopefully we can put together our effort to do more things together for the next year or next many years to come. Thank you again, Paul, for your wonderful speech.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you for working with my clients. Thank you for working for my friends. Thank you for our friendship. And let's keep it going.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much, Paul. Yeah. All right. So next, I will be introduce our longtime friends with our association, and also everyone will be familiar with our Congress member Judy Chu. Let Judy Chu share some comment with us.
Hello, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, and I want to congratulate the Sino-American Certified Public Accountants Association for another successful year and on inaugurating your 2021 president. I want to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to your 2020 president, Calvin Leong. The important work that you undertook this past year would not have been possible without him. So thank you, Calvin. And congratulations to your incoming 2021 president, Eric Zhang. I know you'll keep the Sino-American CPA Association strong in the coming year. This has been an especially challenging year, making organizations like yours more important than ever. Your work continues to educate and form a sense of community, even as we are physically distancing from one another. And despite this year's difficulties, your commitment to serving the local Chinese American community never faltered. In the face of this year's trials and tribulations, your members adapted and responded effectively to the COVID-19 pandemic. In fact, I was so impressed that your organization donated over 50,000 masks to community hospitals across LA County. Despite the challenges that this past year brought, your members were still able to fulfill your mission of providing critical tax, real estate, insurance, and financial information to the public. I'm amazed at your organization's flexibility in moving your seminars online so that our communities can continue to benefit from the services and programs your organization provides. And because of your grit and determination, you were able to host several virtual seminars this year, reaching about 5,000 people across LA County. And you fulfilled yet another mission in providing pro bono tax advice to the public. This is such an important community service for the many who need it. On top of that, your organization assisted several individuals and families with obtaining stimulus checks when they needed it most. Your capacity to adapt to the current needs of the community is a testament to the great work your organization does. So again, I want to congratulate each of you on adapting in these incredibly challenging times in order to keep serving our community. Thank you for the great work you do.
Okay. Thank you, Judy. Yeah. So it's always, as always, you know, Judy contributes a lot to our Chinese Asian community, and also we work very close with Judy, you know, for how to help our Asian communities. So next, we have another VIP guest. So introduced by our young member, is Michael Lin. So Michael, can you introduce our next VIP guest? And also, by the way, Michael 是我们 Harry Lin 会计事务所的经理啊，也是我们创会会长这个林清吉这个会计师的公子啊 ，Michael。
各位爱护北美华人会计师协会的好朋友及侨胞，大家早安，大家好，我是林燕婷会计师，北美华人会计师协会的理事。今天我们邀请了我们的老朋友，也是美国国会议员 Young Kim 金英玉女士。Young Kim 将近30年来都和我们华裔社区有着极为良好的互动及友谊的关系。今天国会议员 Young Kim 金英玉女士受邀请来参加本次的大会，特别要表示感谢林清吉会计师创立本协会29年来的努力及辛劳。同时他也谢任会长梁俊凯会计师过去2年带领协会对社区的服务及贡献，并期盼新上任的会长张青会计师继承既往的成果，能够继续发挥会计师的专长，带领协会的会计师来服务侨社。同时接着中国新年的 即将到来 ，Young Kim 也在这里和大家拜个早年，祝大家身体健康，恭喜发财，也预祝今明2天的大会成功顺利。现在让我们热忱的欢迎 Young Kim 来说几句话。Good morning, my name is Michael Lin. First off, I'd like to welcome everyone to today's Sino-American CPAs Association webinar. I would like to thank our very good friend, Congresswoman Young Kim, for taking time to attend today. Congresswoman Young Kim has been a great support for our CPA Association and overseas Chinese community for nearly 30 years. So let's give a round of applause for Congresswoman Young Kim as she would like to say a few words.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, for that kind introduction. I am humbled and I'm really glad to be able to join you. And I want to welcome everyone who is attending this conference. There are several hundreds of you. I'm very, very impressed by the turnout virtually. And, this I understand is co-hosted by Sino-American CPA Association, the IRS, and the World Journal. So thank you, World Journal, especially for your media co-hosting and sponsorship. I also want to thank Harry for founding the Sino-American CPA Association and for your years of dedicated service to our community. You truly are an inspiration and an example of the American dream. I also want to thank President Calvin Leong for your 2 years of service as president, and I know you're going to continue on. And so at this time, I also want to congratulate the incoming president, Eric. Eric, you're doing such a great job so far in kicking us off in a new year with this wonderful event. So thank you. I also want to thank all the speakers for lending your expertise and knowledge for this seminar. And I just heard from Congresswoman Judy Chu. I'm really delighted to work with her in a bipartisan way. I don't know if you heard, but we are chairing the bipartisan API caucus, which will be formed. She and I have been talking a lot about this, and we will be able to bring added bipartisan work on our community's behalf. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I know after me, I believe my good friend, California Treasurer Fiona Ma, is scheduled to speak. And I haven't seen you in a while. So, it's really great to see you. I know this is the 29th year of your organization. And it's amazing to see how your organization has grown and developed throughout those years. You work as a bridge between the IRS, California Franchise Tax Board, and other government organizations and the taxpayers, which is very important. And your critical service to our Asian American community, especially during a time when there is so much uncertainty, confusion, and financial difficulties. It couldn't come at a more important time. So please understand and know that there are many, including myself, that appreciate the work that your organization and individuals, as you are doing to our community. So thank you for helping during the COVID-19 pandemic. And as Congresswoman Judy Chu mentioned, your organization, I understand, has donated thousands and thousands of PPEs to frontline workers and law enforcement. So thank you for doing that. I've been amazed by the strength and the resilience that the American people have shown since the beginning of crisis, and your actions are an example of what is so great about America. So that's why starting this year, I am very hopeful, and I know we will get through our challenges together. So very briefly, before I close, I want to let you know that in this 117th Congress, I will be serving on the Foreign Affairs, Small Business, and Science, Space, and Technology committees. And so I look forward to working on these important pieces of legislation that would be helpful to our region through these committees. But I'm not limited to only being able to work on issues that are, through these committees of jurisdiction. I already co-sponsored bipartisan bills outside of these committees, such as the SALT Deductibility Act, which that would fully repeal the $10,000 cap on state and local tax deductions. And this was co-sponsored with my Democratic colleague, Thomas Suozzi from New York. And then during COVID-19, there are a lot of people struggling with the mental health. So I introduced the Stopping the Mental Health Pandemic legislation that will strengthen the efforts of our state and local governments, nonprofits, and service providers to address these behavioral health needs related to COVID-19. And this is co-sponsored by our Democratic colleague from Orange County, Katie Porter. So, I really, really look forward to working with you to be your advocate, to empower our Asian American community, and to ensure that America comes back stronger than ever, and that the American dream that we're all achieving is also available for everyone and for our next generation. So I wish you all a very successful event, and I hope everyone have a healthy, prosperous, and happy New Year. Thank you so much.